Well, thank you, Chairman, and thank you to the witnesses for being here to testify before our subcommittee today. Mr. Pecoraro, what would you say are the top 2 or 3 challenges that threaten small community air service?
Pilot shortage, phasing the aging out of regional aircraft that are appropriately sized for those communities, and the rising cost of travel.
So you would say that the Essential Air Service Program is vital to rural air connectivity, correct?
Absolutely.
So prior to the Airline Deregulation Act of 1978, the U.S. government managed the aviation industry, and the deregulation changed all of that and introduced an aviation based on the free market. I guess my question for you is, why do you disagree with the criticisms of the EAS program?
I don't know that it's so much that I disagree with the criticisms of the program. It's just that I think that the program in the 40, almost 50 years since it was created hasn't really been updated. And the airline industry has changed dramatically from what Congress thought it was going to be when it was deregulated. And I think that that's why, and that's why we need to take a hard look at what the program is accomplishing right now and think about ways to reform it. I'm not saying, I think support continues to be important. What that support looks like certainly can change. I think it's foolish to think that everything remains the same and you don't need to change things and modify them. But I think that's where we are today, that we've allowed a certain complacency to exist where we haven't made those difficult changes.
Ms. Black, how did airlines struggle to find pilots impact regional aviation more than the rest of the industry?
Regional airlines are the career entry point. That's normal. We hire the pilots that are coming from the pipeline. We were in an existing pilot shortage before the pandemic. And after the pandemic, when demand sprang back so much faster than anybody anticipated, our major airline partners hired voraciously, and they find the best and brightest working for us. So as a result, we parked about a quarter of our fleet. We didn't have the pilots to fly them. More specifically, we didn't have the captains to fly them, because when a major airline hires, they take a captain, and then we can pull a first officer from the pipeline. Not only were there not enough first officers, but we obviously needed to have captains. So as a result, a quarter of the fleet was parked, and small communities went into crisis. I mean, the amount of air service that small communities lost was stunning and devastating.
So to that point, how does the loss of air connectivity materially hurt rural areas and economies?
Well, if you think about it from a business perspective, you need to be able to get in and out reasonably. I go and visit small communities as part of my job. I speak at small community air service associations in smaller states with smaller service, and it takes a long time to get there. I go there because it's my job. But if you're a recruiter, if you're somebody that's trying to get parts, if you're trying to see a sick loved one, you need to have schedules and departures and routes that meet your needs. And when we lose the frequency and we lose the destination options, then suddenly that's not as workable.
So you argue that declining departures from regional airports can be an imperfect measure to, or I guess, of consumer preference. Why is that?
Specifically, the decline in seats. You can have an increase in seats, meaning you are actually able to carry more passengers, but in departures and the destination options are shrinking because you're moving to bigger airplanes. They take more passengers at once, but they necessarily have to go to fewer places and less often because of the way they're doing it.
Mr. Collins, based on your work at the GAO, do you agree with the other witnesses' statements on the value of the Essential Air Service Program?
The Essential Air Service Program does provide a valuable service in that it gives a floor of service to that community.
So yes.
Correct.
All right, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.